Hi guys, I'm Telle, and I would like to welcome you all to another episode of FM1 Spotlight, brought to you by the stations under the Philippine Broadcasting Service, Republika FM1, Capital FM2, RP1, and RP2. Now, today's artist came into the local music scene earlier last year and has since been creating catchy, upbeat hip-hop songs inspired by no less the biggest names in the hip-hop industry, such as Big Sean, J. Cole, Kanye West, and Jay-Z, among others. And even though they're hardwired on hip-hop, they're never afraid to tap other subgenres and explore other musical options and styles in writing their music. They're to be joined by the very talented, beautiful R&B's next big thing that we gotta watch out for. Let us welcome to the spotlight Andre and Simon of P6 and Sam Cruz.
Hi.
So nice to be here.
Thank you guys. Welcome to FM1 Spotlight. We're so glad to have you here. And congratulations on your debuts under Universal Records.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
P6 with Pricey and Sam's Train of Thought. Now, first and foremost, how are you guys doing? Aside from your music, what has been keeping you busy lately?
Well, for me, I've just been doing school, so I still have online school at the moment. And besides that, I've just been at home watching movies with my family. So, yeah.
And yeah, I hear you just came from an exam
Yeah,
today. How was it?
it was fine. I got a good grade naman.
That's good. What about Andre and Simon?
We've just been doing school as well.
Mhm.
It's our second year now, and yeah, we just started, but everything is just coming in fast. And yeah, we've just been busy with school and, of course, music.
Same with you, Simon.
Yeah, same. Just working on our school stuff. We just started recently, so just trying to catch up with all the requirements that are due every week. So that's what we've been working on lately.
I see. What about you, Sam? What year are you in right now?
I'm grade 11 right now. So it's my first year of senior high school.
I see. No, for Andre and Simon, what was it like for you? And this is also for you, Sam. What was it like for you during the onset of the pandemic? Let's first tackle what was on your mind as incoming freshies. Then, tama ba? When the quarantine started,
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure we're all excited about the first day of college, diba? Campus life, the friends, the orgs and school activities. So what was on your mind nung biglang quarantine and we're on a lockdown?
It took me some time to accept that, oh, maybe it's not gonna take this long. It's not gonna we're gonna resume the normal life in like 2 months or something. So it took me a while to get the excitement down. I'm like, yo, I have 2 months. Let me get ready before everyone, we can finally see each other. Yeah, so it just really took me some time to accept that there's like a new normal, face mask and everything,
Yeah.
and just staying at home.
Was it like particularly hard for you? Did you?
Yeah, it was definitely hard, and also hard on our music with me and Simon, because the lack of inspiration of just staying inside the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Simon?
Before school started, like freshman year of college, there was like a 6 month break where we didn't do anything,
Yeah.
and during those 6 months, like we got used to being so lazy that when school finally started, it was so hard for us to catch up, and it took us like a couple months before we could finally accept that, oh, we have to learn online through like Zoom and asynchronous sessions and stuff like that.
Yeah, kasi diba even the teachers, they're sobrang bago ng lahat no? We
Yeah.
never thought that we would shift to online classes. What about you, Sam? What was on your mind? Kasi diba high school life, ano yan it's one of the best times of our life. What's on your mind when it happened?
For me, I really did not expect the pandemic to go on for this long. And I was already so excited to, go back to school and see my friends again with the orgs I've joined. And just like seeing how the whole year has passed already, and it's almost like 2 years already of this whole situation. I'm starting to miss everything. I'm actually starting to miss face-to-face classes kasi iba po talaga yung face-to-face compared to online classes. And yeah, I've just really been trying to adapt to the new normal and really trying to balance both work, music, and my studies. And yeah, I've just been going with the flow recently, and I've just been hoping for everything to go back to normal soon.
Do you guys like get really upset about it? Because I also have siblings and they're also doing online classes and super sad sila, and sometimes they really get so sad about it, and minsan umiiyak sila. Do you have those moments? Do you also have those breakdowns?
Of course, I think for me it's normal because I have two sisters and we're like three girls. And usually everyone gets emotional. But I feel like when we're all together as a family, that's kind of like one of the ways we cope with this situation right now. We try to distract ourselves, maybe like watch movies, kwentuhan, and yeah, I think just because without them, if I was lonely and I was just alone in like a house, I feel like I would really have like a breakdown. But thanks to them and thanks to my family and my friends, I'm still like doing well naman. So
That's great to hear, Sam. What about the guys, Andre, Simon?
I mean, yeah, we have those moments. For me personally, I would have like, oh, it's another Zoom, it's another meeting, it's another this, another that, another discussion or whatever. It feels like a routine every day. It's like
Yeah.
nothing new. So which makes it like hard to just adjust, keep on adjusting on the same thing.
True.
If you get that, yeah.
Yeah. Simon.
Yeah, I think like after the first year of quarantine, I feel like I've done everything I could do in my house. So now it's just just like repeating everything I've been doing before, and just trying to get used to the fact that this is my new normal now.
Aside from your music, what else kept you busy during the quarantine? Like, may na-unlock ba kayo na skills and new hobbies? Something you discovered about yourself? Sam?
For me, yes, I've actually discovered that I really enjoy baking and cooking, and I've only realized that once quarantine began and the pandemic started. I just like I kept watching like these baking videos and cooking videos, and one day I was just super bored talaga, like wala na po akong magawa. So I just decided to try it myself, and I ended up really loving it. So yeah.
Yeah, it's therapeutic then, no?
Yes.
What about Andre?
New hobby, besides music would be video games, of course.
What are you
And
playing?
some Val, some COD, this and that. And I've just been designing clothes. Yeah. So those two things.
What about you, Simon?
Um, if you guys watched the Queen's Gambit, it like came out early this quarantine,
Oh yeah, it's so good.
and once I watched it, I got super addicted to chess. So I've just been playing on like chess.com. It's a website, and you play with like a bunch of people online. Super fun.
Yeah, so because we have so much time on our hands, diba? We get to like binge watch shows.
Yeah.
Ayan. So how are you doing in terms of balancing a music career and your studies? Is it hard? Is it, I know,
It's a struggle, I would say. I mean, we've been loaded with schoolwork these past two, the last year and this year. We've been loaded with schoolwork that it's hard to just focus on one thing
Yeah.
and put all of your energy in it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Simon, marami din bang nasa modules?
Yeah, honestly, balancing is like one of the things Andre and I struggle with, especially with school stuff, because, for example, you get so invested in one song that you forget all of your other responsibilities, and so finding a perfect balance in music and schoolwork and other responsibilities, it's something that we're struggling with, but continuously striving to work on as we move forward.
What about you, Sam?
Well, for me, just like what Simon said, I feel like we've all just been really trying to balance both. For me, I work in the music, then school, so I've just really been trying my best to manage my time and see what I could do if ever like I really don't want my tasks and schoolwork to pile up, which is why usually
Yeah.
something that I do that really helps is like when I have a task, I do it right away, so I don't have to worry about it in the future. So
Well,
that's
that's good about time management.
yeah.
Um, Andre, Simon, you've known each other for a long time, diba? You've been making music together since 11th grade, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can you tell us about the time before you thought about joining forces? Kailan yung nag-start na magkakilala kayong dalawa? Second grade?
Grade 2, yeah.
Grade two,
I
yeah,
think so.
probably grade two, yeah. I
Mm.
mean, like in Ateneo in grade school, everyone would just be playing basketball in the courts.
Mhm.
So that is how we usually met.
Yeah.
But like, what did you witness in the other person that made you think na, maybe we'd sound good together? Like, ikaw, Andre, parang, how did you notice Simon?
We were always in the same group of friends, and Simon started making music. He released a song, and then I followed. And then there was this concert that happened, and I was like, yo, what if we make like a collective type thing, like a label type thing? That's why the name was P6 Collective. So I hit up a friend of mine and Simon, and we were just supposed to like do solo songs and help promote each other. But then we made a song together, Simon and I, and it sounded good, and we wanted to pursue just staying together. I would say.
Mhm.
Simon?
Um, I was actually making music first before Andre, and then I stopped. I thought to myself like, oh, maybe it's not for me. And then once Andre finally hit me up, like what that felt like was like, oh, if he believes I can do it, then I should believe in myself. And after that, um, if Andre can give me that sort of inspiration, then we should stick together and build each other off as a duo.
What about you, Sam? When did you start writing music?
Well, for me, ever since I was young, I would write like simple songs just for fun with my sisters. And just recently I started writing like actual songs. And that's like the first time I've ever written a part in a song was with P6 in Changes. I wrote my verse there, and then me and Simon wrote our back and forth just through Discord, like just through call, which is super cool because we get to write even amidst the pandemic. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can you describe your creative process, like when you write your songs? Like,
well, for me, one key to writing that I guess inspiration, because I don't seem to have the urge to write a song without the the push, the urge, and like the inspiration to do so. Like if I watch a movie or if I see something happen to someone and I feel like it's really striking to me, then that's maybe when I'm gonna try writing a song, or even if it's just like simply about someone that inspires me. So
but does the tune come out first or the lyrics or?
well, usually for me, I find like chord progressions using my guitar, or if not, I just search like YouTube beats and like I search the type of the type of beat, like pop or R&B, indie beats, and then it comes out in YouTube, and I just try like working on that already.
Andre, Simon, how is it like working as a duo? Like, how do you go about your differences in terms of style and with regards to collaborating ideas and concepts for your music? It can be differences you see in your duo that you consider as strengths and how it complements yours. Andre.
Uh, Honestly, it's nice to have Simon, and it's honestly nice to work together because when we make songs, we're honest with each other. If I send him a verse, he sends me a verse. I could say it's trash, and he's gonna revise it. He could say mine is trash, and I would revise
Yeah.
it. So it's like we're just blunt to each other. And for like the differences, I mean, I do more of the melodic things, and Simon does more of the rapping. So he's better with the rapping, I'm better with the melodies, and I think it goes hand in hand together, especially with the state of hip hop right now.
Yeah.
Simon?
Yeah, fully agree with Andre what Andre said. There are certain things he's good at that I'm not good at, and vice versa. And we help each other with those things, so we can both like excel in the things that we're not good at. And with like feedback, there's never any hard feelings whenever we say something we don't like, because we both understand that we're just trying to put out the best content possible, and that's always what we've been doing from the start, and what we'll continue to do in the future. And I think that's what's helping us right now.
Yeah, constructive ano lang, diba? Criticism. Okay. Simon, one word to describe Andre, and then Andre goes next.
Blunt, honestly. This man has no filter. He'll say what he feels, and some people, it might come off the wrong way, but it makes him who he is, and that's the reason why he's in the level he is today.
Andre.
I didn't think you were going deep, bro. uh, Geek. I would say he researches about everything that he likes and passionate about, and and the way that this guy analyzes films is just so in love with films and sick, honestly.
And that's a good thing, diba?
Yeah,
It just shows na you're very passionate in what you do. You don't settle for less. And which is working, diba, for music. Kasi you just can't just give them a half-baked
Yeah.
piece. What about you, Sam? A word to describe P6.
Um, I think they're achievers because soon I see them really, rising because they're very passionate with what they do and they write their own work. And they're really a good team from what I could see, even though Andre keeps bullying Simon. But yeah.
With Sam, coming from a very celebrated family, how would you describe your own journey in making your career your own, making sure that it's your own path, it's your own unique self that's coming out?
Well, I really try my best to um give out my best work and try to work as hard as my parents did. And I want to one day, make myself known as just me and not as the daughter of my parents. Um, and yeah, I just really want to make it personal and I want people to know what I'm passionate about and my passion for singing and hopefully also trying out acting and also maybe hosting in the future. I just want to try out different things and explore honestly to see what I really love. And yeah.
All right. Now, moving on to your latest hit, your sophomore single, Changes. What was it like collaborating ideas for this song? Like, can you tell us about the changes as well, where you're coming from? Because the song didn't reveal much, but it was so packed. So can you tell us about those changes that you meant in the song?
Oh, for me?
Yeah, for you three. So yeah, Sam, you can go first.
Oh, well, we all had different perspectives talaga on what changes meant for us. And so in like our own verses, we talked about how they were and how they impact our lives. For me, changes were like I was talking about how everyone really goes through it, and people are starting to notice. When people start to notice you changing, you really don't know what's going on or what to do about it. And I feel like this happens a lot, especially amidst the pandemic. Everyone's going through changes, and people will start to notice. And not much people know what to do. But I feel like really at the end of the day, we're all gonna adapt to the changes and get through it. So
Simon.
For my verse, it was more like specific to the changes Andre and I went through as like rappers before as independent artists. We had stuff to prove to like ourselves, family, friends, and all that. But now that we have a bigger platform, we feel like the changes never really go away in terms of having to prove because now we have like a bigger market to prove something to, and that's what we're going through right now.
Andre.
From my verse, I just talked about trying to be myself, and throughout it, I was constantly just battling with my own demons and talking to myself basically, and saying this and that about my passions, my dreams, and everything. So yeah, I was just trying to change for the better, but then I didn't know how it would adapt to it, how I would adapt to it.
Now, speaking of changes as a duo, what was it like to have another artist jump in on the song?
It was dope. Sam gave us a good verse, and it was easy working with her with the back and forth part of the song, and her voice really changed like the whole energy of the song.
Hmm.
It made it brighter.
Simon?
Yeah, Andre and I like have been working on music just us two. Like our songs always just us two, and like having a different voice in the song was like such a palette cleanser for us, and it was just like a breath of fresh air that we were like super happy with the final outcome, and it just sounded super fresh for us, and like we super loved how changes ended once Sam added her parts.
Sam, how would you describe working with P6 naman? Do you see yourself doing another collab with them anytime soon?
It was super easy to work with them, and I really loved how changes turned out. The song itself was already good, but I feel like once it all came together and once we all really recorded our parts, it ended up really, really great. So yeah, of course, I'd love to collaborate with them again soon in the future since I really love what they do and their work. So yeah.
What about P6? Do you see yourself collaborating with other artists anytime soon?
Yeah, definitely. We want to work with people who can make us better and who can help us grow as an artist, as artists. And yeah, we look forward to working with more people in the future.
Meron na bang in the works or something brewing pero secret pa?
None yet, not yet. Not at the moment, at least.
But
At least.
are you currently working on something new that we should watch out for?
Yeah, Simon and I have a lot of songs in the works right
Yeah.
now.
Trying to like refine different songs, trying to compile them all into one thing, but it's like a long process for us because there's like a lot we need to work on pa. But once it's all finished, we'll be super excited to let everyone hear the what we've been working on so far.
All right. Now, why don't you invite our audience to check out your latest single and where they can follow you and listen to your music? P6 and then Sam.
You can stream Changes out on all digital streaming platforms, and you can watch the music video and the official lyric video on the YouTube channel under Universal Record Philippines. And you can follow Simon and I at P6 Collective in IG, Facebook, and TikTok.
Thank you, Andre. Sam?
Yes, like what Andre said, you could stream Changes available on all digital platforms and the music video and lyric video in Universal Records PH channel. And you could follow my Instagram, Sam Cruz M, and my Facebook page, Sam Cruz. That's all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Andre,
Thank you for
Simon,
having us.
Sam,
Thank
Thank you so much.
and of course, Universal Records Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, P6 and Sam Cruz.
Thank
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 you.
you.
Thank you so much. That's it for today's episode of FM1 Spotlight. Follow us on socials at Republika FM1 Manila on Instagram and Facebook, at Republika FM1 on Twitter, and follow us on Spotify, and do subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is Telle from Republika FM1.
Shout out to Team Manila, available online through dailygrindstore.com. Tmall Shopee and Lazada stores.
Microphones on and cameras set. We've heard their sound, and now it's time for us to ask around. FM1 Spotlight on Republika, exclusively on FM1.